Okay. Right. I was putting off entering this password. Okay. J, J, K, P, O, X, Z, 774, enter. Last time you used this NSN, logs failed to delete properly. Everything needs to be deleted manually. Okay. Seven, 3, 4. Stealth software. Stopworm. Processor. Alright, well, that's where I need to drop that chip, but I'd also rather finish getting all that dialogue first. Alright, where did I come from? Ah, this door. Was it? I guess. Jim Miller. Right. I was thinking that I'd need to steal his key card.
It'd be easier if someone would just step up and do it.
There's a rumor that the Church of the Machine God is building a machine that will help bring forth the singularity. Sure, I guess that's a possibility. I'm just not sure what they would plug that machine into.
Preemptive action would be great if you knew where to start.
The Church of the Machine God has a leader, but all we know about her at this point is that she's a woman, and they call her Mother. That's creepy, right? I think that's really creepy.
Is it or is it not a problem?
Here we go. The Church of the Machine God, and to some, the Church of the Machine, without the God. And then again, to others, the Singularity Church of the Machine God. This group has so many names and subgroups, it's hard to keep track. And believe it or not, they've been around in one form or another since the early 1970s. There are a lot of contradictory reports on who they are and what they want, but in general, they all want the same thing. They want to merge their consciousnesses and become one with the Machine God through a ritual they call Ascension. Janus. I mean, what can you say about him? Or her. Nobody really knows who or what Janus is. But what many believe is that Janus is running the most dangerous hacking group in the world, attacking corrupt politicians and businesses on a global scale. The corporate world is terrified of Janus. The New Sons of Freedom, or NSF, is a small group of militant constitutionalists and secessionists operating in the continental United States, particularly in the Pacific Northwest. The group was formed as a reaction to the American government's increasingly authoritarian regime. NSF is committed to fighting the influence and control of a group of unknown people they believe to be the Illuminati with strategic guerrilla warfare strikes. They are suspected of having ties with Janus and the Juggernaut Collective. Samizdat is an underground news outlet that likes to think of itself as the real news. They are anti-establishment and anti-almost everything else, including business addresses, so we like to keep our eyes and ears open for any mention of them. You've heard of these guys. ARC, or the Augmented Rights Coalition. They're a human rights group who, on the surface at least, is trying to provide equal rights for augmented people. It was started by Dr. Talos Rucker, soon after the AUG incident when Rucker started to speak out against the anti-AUG legislation that was being passed by several local governments. If you ask me, it's not working. They seem to be getting worse. ARC preaches non-violence, but a string of terror attacks has put them on the terror watch list. So I'll let you be the judge.
You'd think one of them would pop up on some
Dr.
list.
Talos Rucker, former limb clinic doctor and current leader of the Augmented Rights Coalition. Rucker has chosen to leave his native Germany and to live in the Utrecht complex near Prague as a protest to draw attention to the upcoming Human Restoration Act vote. Rucker is a pacifist and believes that what is happening in Prague is what will happen all over the world if the Restoration Act becomes law.
Just fish someone, nut up and take the blame.
This guy is the face of the Jinn and a charismatic force of nature. They call him the Bull of the North and the Heart of the Jinn. Real name Solar, works in conjunction with this cold and calculating brother Wasim, who saved his life during the AUG incident. He is proudly augmented and parades his Augs around wherever and whenever he likes. The hatred of Augs from groups around the world has only emboldened him and his
I'd love to get a
organization.
look at the bond site myself, but should I?
I would have thought you'd had your fill of these guys since Dubai, Jensen. The Jinn, a group of smugglers led by twin brothers Salar and Wazim Alam. Their exact base of operations is
Composition can tell us
unknown,
a
but
lot,
it's
but
most
it's the
likely
trigger
in
that
Muscat,
made it
Oman.
possible.
The brothers Alam have been in operation since 2020 and have greatly expanded their operations since then, recruiting mercenaries, ex-military, nationalistic agitators, and other colorful criminal agitators from Afghanistan, Iran, Iraq, Saudi Arabia, and the surrounding region. They deal in drugs, weapons, medical implants, Augs, and they occasionally throw in some human trafficking. Our arms dealer Shepard, aka John Trent, is a former Special Forces commander and ex-Bell Tower operative. And as is typical for those ex-Bell Tower employees, he's been selling off old Bell Tower tech and weapons. But we don't need to worry about him anymore. He was killed by those gold mask guys in Dubai. Ah, Wasim Alam, the head of the Jinn, former limb clinic doctor and surgeon before he turned to more profitable enterprises. He brings the same cold and calculated approach he brought to saving lives to running his business with his brother, Salar. Agent Singh, great poker player. I still owe him 100 credits. So I hope his incursion with the Jinn lasts another few months. You know, maybe he'll forget I owe him the money.
Doubt it.
Preemptive action would be great if you knew where to start.
Alright, so I owe these guys a favor.
Oh, here we go. The Diwali crime family. As you may already know, they're one of the largest crime syndicates in Eastern Europe, but they do business almost everywhere, from Northern Europe all the way to the Middle East. After their humble beginnings in a coastal town in Georgia, the Diwali quickly moved from gambling to more lucrative criminal enterprises until they found their specialty, smuggling, which includes human trafficking too. The Diwali can get anything to anywhere. It's as if borders just don't exist to them. But their rapid expansion came at the cost of their Georgian purity when they started incorporating an ever-increasing number of Russians into the group.
Composition could tell
If you
us
ask
a lot,
me,
but it's the trigger
I
that
think a
made it
major
possible.
power struggle is coming within the Diwali. One of the old versus the new. The past versus the
I've
future.
run DNA checks through all the alphabet agents.
I just wish someone would nut up and take the blame.
Ah, the elusive Radic Nikoladze. This guy's a piece of work, driven and ruthless. When he came up, he was the youngest boss in the Diwali crime family. The man spends more money on suits than most people spend on their houses. But don't let the looks and the haute couture fool you. He's the boss, he's in control, and he's squashed more than a few people who've tried to take him down along the way.
I don't even know where to start with theorizing percentages.
Otar Botkavelli. This guy's a classic. They don't make many like him anymore. Sharp mind, a real businessman. One of those gangsters who thinks that crime is a necessary
Saying it was
evil.
faulty
No,
wiring.
if it's gonna happen, he's there to make sure people have respect and make good money. Good business.
Most likely eyewitnesses were smashed.
These guys might as well be ghosts.
Otar's right-hand man is this guy, Bano. Not the sharpest tool in the shed, if you know what I mean, but he's strong and loyal, something Otar values greatly. Ah, the Diwali called this guy Constantine. Like that's supposed to be intimidating, right? We don't have a last name for Constantine, but until his death in the Razika bombing, he was a high-placed member of the
don't
Diwali
even
crime
know
family,
where to start with
answering to
theorizing
Otar
percentages.
Botkavelli. We suspect he has lots of connections in the upper echelons of the organization, all the way up to Radic Nikoladze and beyond. Between you and me, I suspect that he's a Khan, a spy that watches a Diwali lieutenant closely to make sure he doesn't make a move on the boss.
Explosives were designed to get maximum spread.
The classic Diwali structure has two spies, or Pakhans, working for the lieutenant who report directly to the boss, to make sure he stays the boss. Those guys are pretty violent.
Alright, so there's one more that I'm probably going to need to take out for Otar so he can take over.
Preemptive action would be great if you knew where to start.
Now what else do I have to do? Oh yeah, go down to the firing range.
Thanks. Keep digging.
Wherever that was.
I'll nail it.
There it is. Nice. Not yet. Still have to loot everything. I pushed him.
you've decided you need some practice, huh?
Task Force 29. Worldwide agencies, unprecedented relationship, not all happy about it. In the event of terrorist, agents may enter member countries without standard protocol. Some have expressed concern over loopholes. That was all of them, huh? Oh, I have to shoot him multiple times.
You know the best tip my training officer ever gave me? Reload your weapon before it's empty. Saves time. If you zoom in using iron sight, you'll acquire targets faster. Try it. You'll see the difference. Of course, you know a headshot is the fastest way to take down a target. But watch out for helmets. They'll slow you down. Okay, if your target is wearing armor, you'll do less damage per round. See how many rounds it takes to get through? Let's try armor piercing this time. Easier, right? Remember that, Agent. The right tool for the right situation. Could save your life. Now, let's take a look at the technical targets. These are tougher to disable using regular ammo. They tell me shooting security devices isn't usually the best way to go. You should try to disable them. Once you've disabled a security device, your armor-piercing rounds will take it out more easily. You should always have at least one backup weapon, so you can improvise, adapt, overcome any situation. Hoorah! Seems like you're warmed up now. Let's go over some of the other aspects of your weapons. I like how silencers reduce sound, but the trade-off is less stopping power, less damage per hit.
So in other words, you probably don't want to use it on a... Okay, regular ammo's on there. Combat rifle, because...
See how much extra ammo you need because of the silencer? Back to normal. But if you need to be quiet, Adam, the silencer's the way to go. Just remember the decreased damage. You know, there are several other types of attachments you can use to upgrade your weapons. Keep your eyes open for them. Again, reloading your weapon before it's empty saves time. The pistol in full auto will take down targets fast, but it'll burn through your ammo.
Yeah, I'll probably not be using that.
That's your refresher, but I'm sure you already knew all that stuff, Adam. Feel free to come back anytime.
Alright, 750 XP. Can I have that gun though? It's much better than what I have now. No? Alright.
State police are playing stingy with sugar. I think one of them has come up straight into an ambush.
What is this? Oh, it's a vent. Ah, okay. And I got to it earlier because I went through the vent. But I missed out on the hack, unfortunately.
Alex, the whisper chip is in.
Word, it's already picking up a freak. Jesus, Adam, is Miller in there right now?
Shit, gotta go.
Jensen, I need to see you, now!
Right over there.
Agent Jensen reporting for duty, sir. Tried to do it earlier, but you were on a conference call.
Yeah, I was. Should I be worried about you, Jensen?
Sorry.
That blow you took to your systems. It's not messing with your head or anything, making you do things.
I'm not gonna go crazy and start attacking people, if that's what you're worried about.
You've been checked out then. The problem with your orgs is gone.
I took care of it.
Mostly.
Good, good. God knows with all that's happened, I need you at 100% right now.
You sounded pissed when you called me in. Everything okay?
Don't ever leave the field, Jensen. You'll regret it. As soon as you strap a desk to your ass, you'll be swimming in goddamn politics.
The boss is giving you trouble.
What? Oh, that. No, the trouble's state police. They're pushing us out of the Rosika investigation. I want you over there to make sure that doesn't happen.
You're putting me on the train station attack? Not Dubai?
Forget Dubai. McCready's handling it.
Good. Thought I'd have to fight him to let me handle this one. Whoever planted those bombs yesterday has a lot to answer for.
Agreed. And we have to find out who they are before the state police fuck up our crime scene.
You said they're trying to push us out?
I sent Fletcher in this morning to oversee evidence collection. Seems he's being detained, because he hasn't checked in since.
They can't lock us out. The Czech Republic signed our UN mandate agreement. They gave us jurisdiction over terrorist investigations.
Yeah, well, the former director of their security information services runs state police now. He's come up with a loophole, claiming this attack falls under the homegrown terror exemption.
Homegrown? He's saying it's ARC? The Augmented Rights Coalition?
I don't care what he's saying. He may even be right. I just want us in there so we can find out.
Chang said you've got him cleaning up Intellicam footage that was captured during the bombing. Maybe it can tell us something.
Maybe. But between you and me, Chang's become a little more unglued since Ruzicka. Not sure we can wait for him to get his shit together.
So where do I start?
Technically, you're supposed to speak to our psychologist before getting back into action.
I don't need a shrink.
Convenient because she's not in the office right now, and I don't want to waste any more time.
So how do I get to Ruzicka? Public transportation's not stopping there.
It will for you once I make a phone call. Head to the metro and call me when you're there. Good luck, Agent.
Alright, well, that sounds like stuff that falls under I better do every single side quest first before doing this category. Well, that bishop's lost. Overclock software, nice. Need the key card.
Doing extra communication scanning tonight for an operation in China. Are people there? I'll run it through a few filters.
This way to the out.
Alex, did we get anything from the Whisper chip?
We got something, but Jane has provided the wrong algorithm for the frequencies, so they aren't getting deciphered correctly.
Can you fix it?
I'm a pilot, not a programmer. I can do it, but it's gonna take some time.
Ah, there's the door.
Make the best of it, he says. What a joke. Sorry if I was rude before. If the store had been empty.
We all have our roles to play, Sedlak. How's yours going?
It is giving me new respect for criminals who run front operations. Late shipments, supply problems, random police searches at customs. Ugh.
I thought this store was just a front.
Best Front is a real company. Prahadovos is registered as an international shipping corporation in every country in the EU. I can get an office, way station, or depot up and running anywhere in Europe within 72 hours. I do not suppose you spoke to Agent Chang while you were down there.
He told me you've been hacked. I'm looking into it.
Good. I will sleep better knowing an experienced field agent is on the case.
Anything you can tell me about this hack?
Chang will know more than me. I just told him something strange was going on. Utility statements being accessed, incomplete information on orders, that kind of thing.
The kind of thing that's easy to miss. Surprised you noticed it.
When you have been doing this as long as me, you start to question every little thing. Plus, that old lady kept coming around.
Old lady?
Chatty thing. I thought she was just lonely, until I caught her staring at the terminal when my back was turned.
Did you confront her about it?
I told Chang. Asked him to put a field agent on it.
Field agent?
We both know the deal, Jensen. There are two types of agents in this office. The ones who do the footwork and work the leads, and the ones who analyze them.
And you think Chang's one of those?
I think Chang lives in his head too much. He is good. He's very good. But it is also good that the task force brought in a new psychologist this month.
Well, I'd better get going. I'll let you know if I find anything.
Do not tell me, tell Chang. I have a cover to keep. I'm glad you were not hurt in the bombing yesterday, Agent Jensen. The task force needs good men like you.
Thanks, Sedlak. Take care.
Alright, so right next door, huh? Or 21... 23... 25? Where was it? $33. Okay.
Oblast je czysta. Przesuwam.
30. 33.
Still nothing to report.
Now that I have ultimate hacking, I can probably get into these apartments. Let's see. This is probably the fastest way.
Anomaly
God, dang it.
detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
Perfect. It appears I've already broken into this place. Whoop. Okay, yep. Not going that way. Oh, hi.
You look like trouble. We will be keeping an eye on you.
What are you doing in here? Update on your parents' status. Raid. Summarily deported by law. Property of colluders is subject to seizure. Leave you to your studies. And storage locker code 2913. Unable to contact because they were deported. And you have 1 week to return. Bombing in Prague. Okay. Hey, cash money. Put that in there. Oh, hey, a giant hole in the wall. That explains how I was able to break in so easily.
Welcome home. It doesn't get any cleaner than this.
What's up? What do I have in my inventory? Stuff I could sell.
Hey, Mr.
Dang it, everything else I want. This is not the correct direction. Hi. Alcohol. Hey, gun. Alright, I'll hack my way up this floor next time.